had our dreams back in college. Sometimes they don't work out. So, will you give me a break, okay?
So you frittered away 13 long years.
So what? I got lucky.
Yes, you got lucky. You were never quite so witty back there in room 502.
What?
Room 502?
That's the room we shared in hostel. So what?
So, you don't remember what happened on your first night you were there?
There's absolutely nothing in here.
Well, there's nothing here either except for a couple of empty cans of imported beer.
These are Indian.
They look imported.
You know, every time I go abroad, I'm amazed at the amount of things you find there that are exported out of here.
I never knew that.
Shama, I can't believe how out of touch you are.
I never really wanted to stay in touch. I mean, it took me so long to get away in the first place.
I heard your first marriage broke up.
My only marriage.
And then I heard you got married again to some American.
Jack. How did you know?
We had a batchmate, Cheryl. You remember her? She met you in Hong Kong. She told me.
Jack and I were lovers.
What?
He's dead, Varsha.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It wouldn't have worked out. He was married.
Oh, God. Too messy.
I know. What about you?
I guess I'm happier single.
And Akash?
What about Akash?
You know, Varsha. You two were, you know.
Shama, you haven't heard? Akash got married.
When?
5-6 years ago. He has a child, a son.
What happened? You two were so good together.
Maybe we were too good for each other.
And all these years I thought of you two, happy, together, in love.
Nice dream. You know, Shama, after we split up 7 or 8 years ago, we hadn't been in touch for a long time. I used to call him. I used to dial his number and hear him say, "Hello, who is this?" and not say a word, and wait till he disconnected. Then one day, I was shooting a film on Juhu Beach. It was my first film. Super flop. And I looked up, and there he was. And this woman, and a child, a year and a half old, playing with this huge red ball. And he was looking at me, and I at him. But I was in the middle of this stupid shot. I had to look into the camera, laugh, and spit in the villain's face.
And what did you do?
I looked into the camera, laughed, and spat. It was a one-take shot.
And Akash?
After the shot was over, I ran around the beach like a mad woman looking for him.
And?
And he was gone.
Oh.
But you know, Shama, in that split second, when I saw him, he looked so happy, so married,
I know exactly what you mean.
that I was glad I didn't meet him face to face. I don't think I could have handled it then.
And what about now?
And now I still wake up in the middle of the night, hoping to find him beside me.
It was the first day of your Hostel life, yes. You weren't quite so used to the hostel then.
Who is?
And the seniors caught you in the lobby of the hostel and then dragged you up to the second floor, bathroom, to rag you.
Yeah.
And do you remember what they did to you there, Prithvi? Do you remember how you screamed? Your screams were so loud, they woke me up. I got up and came running to the bathroom to see what was happening, and there you were, half bent over the commode, a dozen guys holding you, and Mohan Jetli. Mohan Jetli was about to...
Stop it! Stop it, all right. So I got ragged. Everybody gets ragged.
Yes, everybody does get ragged, but not everybody gets...
Okay, okay. So I lost it for a little while. Now can we save and quit this conversation?
No. Because that night, back in room 502, you were yelling, screaming, and shouting like a little baby, crying about your happy days in Birla Nagar, and how you were missing your elder brother Piyush, and you kept calling out to me, Piyush, Piyush, and there you were just in my arms, and... I'm sorry. I shouldn't have raked up the past. The past. If you look at it too closely, it can blow up in your face like a time bomb. The storm. I'm never going to make that 1 AM flight now.
Probably won't take off in this weather anyway.
I don't know what we're doing here in the first place.
I have a dubbing tomorrow.
My company's in the middle of a merger. I really have to get back also.
Look, I suggest we just leave this wretched place. There's no point staying.
You're right. Obviously, this person who's called us here together isn't going to show up. So,
He has shown up.
where were you?
There's someone else in this guest house.
How do you know that?
I was looking around upstairs and I saw a glimmer of light under a door. But when I went in, there was nobody there.
Maybe it was just lightning.
Yes.
No, he was there. I heard him.
Where did he go?
Out of the window, maybe.
In this weather?
Does this mean we're staying?
We have to find out who called us here and why.
Why?
Because whoever this person is, he knows our secret.
Well, if we're going to be here any longer, we might as well light that fire.
Look, I still think this is a waste of time. I mean, if this mystery person wanted to meet us, he would have shown himself by now.
Unless he was trying to avoid us.
Why would he do that?
Well, nice of him to at least leave some wood in the fireplace.
Maybe he's not such a nice guy after all. Maybe he just called us all together to get back at us for what we did.